Welcome to Dura Rechenjezo with yours truly, Pastor T. Of course, this is the podcast that comes to you from YouTube, as well as our WhatsApp pages and as well as Facebook. So if you want to follow it, you can look for Dura Rechenjezo on YouTube. Right there, you get to subscribe. And do not forget to ring the bell so that when there is something posted, you get to get the notification as soon as possible. On Facebook, we are Dura Rechenjezo. It's exactly the same. And of course, we do have our two WhatsApp groups that are called Dura Rechenjezo 1 and 2. So you can also find the conversations and the teachings on those platforms. My name is Pastor T, otherwise known as the Rabbi. So that's AKA the Rabbi. And thank you for joining me. Today I want to explore another side of relationships. We have been following the conversation on why do my relationships not last. And we've done part 1 and part 2. And I am still yet to give you the part where we are going to be talking to Pastor Dube. He is definitely coming through in one of our next podcasts and definitely be sharing the testimony on what he has experienced and of course the teaching that he has. But as of today, I just wanted us to look at the married people. Why is it that marriage is looked at with a negative eye by those that are married, and those that are not married look at it with a positive eye and desire it? But comments, because of the comments that come from those that are married, the sentiments that come from those that are married, we end up not as interested. Because I remember being told when I was about to get married by somebody who I looked up to. He said to me, "Are you sure you want to get into this thing? Because some of us are looking for a way out of it." And those words keep ringing whenever I come across all these questions, from people and the struggles that people are facing in their relationships. And I believe it is because when you start a relationship from a wrong footing, from the wrong understanding, it becomes very, very difficult for you to actually maintain a good relationship. Many people who are struggling with their marriages right now, who desire to leave their marriages, are doing so because they started on the wrong platform. But when you get to know what to do, when you understand the things that you need to do, when you understand probably the things that you're doing wrong in your relationship, it will help you to actually hold on to your marriage. Now, let me sidetrack a little bit. Every marriage, it doesn't matter whether they're a Christian or not, every marriage, the source and its origin is God. Now, that's a tricky statement that I've just said. But let me explain what I'm trying to say with that statement. I'm saying that the origins of the thing called marriage started with God. Obviously, for Christians, you understand the Garden of Eden with Adam and Eve. So that's the origins of marriage. And that setup called marriage is a picture of what God desires for his people and him. That's why the return of Jesus Christ is likened to a wedding where he is coming to receive his bridegroom, and him being the groom the groomsman, him being the husband of the church. So because it's got that connotation of the blessing and the love of God over it, the devil will always look at it with one eye. It doesn't matter whether it's a Christian in the marriage or not. It's something that is against his purpose. So he will always attack a marriage. You don't have to be a Christian for you to suffer in your marriage. Marriage is just going to be attacked always by the devil. So that's a side track that I wanted to just quickly look at as we are going through this. Now, I want you to understand something. No matter how old you are, no matter how old your marriage is, there are few principles that you need to always apply, Christian or not, whether you're Christian or not. There are few principles that you need to always make sure you are applying to your marriage. Now, let me start with my Christian sisters. I've noticed that there is a lot of praying for the marriage to work, which is a very good thing. And that's what I always advise. Pray for your marriage, pray for your relationship so that it grows, so that it becomes what it needs to be. But the problem that happens is that we seem not to understand that prayer is accomplished and is made complete by the right actions. So we have people that are praying that their husbands love them better. We have people that are praying that their husbands treat them differently. We have people that are praying that their husbands should be more visible at home. We have people that are praying for, a more romantic husband. There are so many things that are being prayed for, that are being wished for. But the problem that we are having is that we do not have corresponding action. It is very important for you to have the right kind of action that goes and marries your prayers, your desires. Okay, so I know what I'm saying it's making sense. I know you know what I'm saying, and especially for men, I know they are quite happy about this. But I'm yet to come to men as we carry on with our podcast. But right now, I just wanted us to talk to the ladies and help you understand something. Let me go to the example of the bedroom. Okay, ladies wish for their men to be there for them, to make love to them. But for most, this is not all. Okay, I know there are quite a lot who are doing the right thing, but for most who are praying for the right kind of love in the bedroom, you yourself are not creating the conducive environment for your husband or for your men to then fulfill your sexual desire. You are praying that he sees you, he desires you in bed. Yeah, I know it's winter. Right now we are in winter in Zimbabwe, but there is a way for you to sleep warmly without you wearing lots and lots of clothes on you. That would make your man put off by the fact that he has to go through all these clothes for him to actually make love to you. So he's put off quickly. For those of us that are probably not as warmly dressed in bed, we don't want to be touched, When you sleep right at the edge of the bed. And such that, if I as a visitor was to come and there was no space to sleep, I can easily fit in between the two of you. Funny thing, it's winter, but you're sleeping at the edge of the bed, whereas you should be sleeping right next to your man so that you can keep warm. I mean, the Bible does say 2 are better than 1, for 2 shall keep warm. Yeah, it's winter time, so let's make use of this scripture for those of us that are in the right context, of course. So I'm talking to the fact that you pray and you desire for a certain environment, for a certain way for your relationship, but the problem is that you are not having the corresponding action. You see, you want your man to spend his time with you, but the moment that he tries to do that, it's arguments after arguments, and men get easily put off by an arguing wife. So he would rather spend his time with his friends or out there where he doesn't have to be fighting with somebody. You are praying and you're desiring for a man that sees you, but you are not making an effort to be seen in terms of you being presentable, at home. You are looking for a man who's going to be supportive to you, but when he comes up with ideas, you look down upon them and you speak down at him and his ideas and his concepts. So to you, he is not man enough, so to speak. There is a lot that we can talk about that needs you to have the correct corresponding action when it comes to what you are doing in your relationship. So I want you to think about this. Many of us, our relationships are not lasting. Our marriages are sour because of this thing. And equally, yes, today I was focusing much on the ladies, but I want you to think about this also as a man, that you may be desiring for your wife to be something, but do you have, or you may be praying, but do you have the corresponding action that makes a fertile ground for your relationship to grow towards that which you are praying for? That is the biggest question that I want you to ask yourself. If you are praying, I think your prayer as of now shouldn't be change my man or change my woman. It should be show me what I need to change to place myself in the right area to receive the love that I need to receive the affection that I need to receive. So this is what I had for you, and I hope that you can take notes from this. Do share it with those that need to be given this information. Now remember, our groups are Dura Rechenjezo on WhatsApp. We are on YouTube. We're going to be posting this as well on our Facebook page. So thank you so much for joining me on Dura Rechenjezo. My name is Pastor T, aka The Rabbi. Until next time, I hope you have learned something.